Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Sandro. Sandro is from Italy, but he lives in Berlin, in Germany. So let's see what Sandro has to say. Enjoy the interview. So,
Yeah,
hello, Sandro. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
So, tell me, how's your day going so far? How was your day today?
Well, it was good. Finally, I was on holiday in Sicily. I'm from Sicily, and I live in Berlin.
Okay.
And I went on holiday here. The winter was very rough. I went on holiday, like hoping that in Sicily there would be better weather, but it was bad. So finally, today here in Berlin, I'm enjoying some good weather. So that made everything go smoother, let's say.
And why the change from Sicily in Italy to Berlin?
Um, well, a few stops happened in the meantime. So between Sicily and Berlin, I first moved to Milan, then I moved to Birmingham, UK, then I lived in London for a couple of years, then in Frankfurt, and
Oh.
now I'm in Berlin
And
because I'm
yeah.
restless.
So you've been
Yeah.
trying your place in different cities.
Yes. Yeah. So I've always like since when I grew up, I always thought that I wouldn't stay in the same place where I was born because
Uh-huh.
there's so much, to see and to experience. And then, for one reason or the other, first it was Milan because I had friends, and then I was bored of Milan. I had friends in Birmingham, went to Birmingham, then went to London, then went to Frankfurt, and so on.
And what's the next stop after Berlin?
Well, I don't know. I hope I'm gonna stay here for a while. I just
And
moved like 8 months, no, 6 months ago.
okay, so still exploring the city and get to know a little bit more about.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm still going from one sublet to the other, which is like a, a common journey here in Berlin because
I
there's
see.
not many places to live.
And what do you do for work for living, Sandro?
So at the moment, I work in retail. I work in a sex shop.
Hmm.
My background is acting, so
Wow,
I'm a theater person, and I'm also now I'm doing adult content.
wow,
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, so during the journey, I'm going to explore a bit more about your life overall, and also about your point of views. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, before we start our journey, it's visible your pink mustache, yeah.
Well,
So
yeah. Is
tell me,
it?
so tell me, what is behind, of course, you have a pink mustache. There was just a style, there is a meaning behind, or you were just playing with colors and your
Yeah.
personality.
I mean, I wouldn't say there's a meaning behind it. I've always been different since when I was a kid. I remember when I was like 6 years old and I went mad because I went to the barber with my father and I wanted a mohawk. So, and I cried until my father said yes. So the barber made a mohawk for me. Um, so I had many evolutions look wise, but then a few years ago I started following this. He's now a friend, Stefan, on Facebook, and he had a full blue beard.
Right.
And at that moment, I was working in a place that didn't allow to be that crazy. But then the moment I changed, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something with my beard. And I tried the mustache. And first I tried a few other colors, and now of course, I'm settled with pink. Pink like the soul, I like to say.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's nice because it's a way to be different, but it
Yeah,
doesn't take the same amount of work that the whole mane of hair takes. As you can see, I even went for like, shaved head because it's easy. And now I'm growing the beard, so I'm balancing kind
I
of.
see. And you want to keep the pink mustache for a while.
Yeah, that's my signature. I've had it for I think it's 6 years now,
Oh,
almost.
wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, 6 years, which is very relative because we had COVID in between. So is it 6 or is it 3? Right? Yeah.
And during the COVID, were you still, dyeing your mustache or not?
I had a break. Yeah, I had a break.
I
There's
see.
nobody. I mean, there was no point. Even getting the hair dye was kind of a hassle. So yeah, I had a little
Right.
break.
Sandro, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Okay.
Mhm.
So I've got here my best friend. Full of random fun questions. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to play a song now, just for us to relax a bit before the first question. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? All right, first question for you is, tell me, what does your best friends, what do they do that comforts you the most?
So they listen, of course, because I'm a good listener,
Mhm.
and so rarely I'm the one who talks. But I like to know that when it's my turn, my friends are there to listen. Yeah. And sometimes, sometimes people tend to like if you open up to people who don't really know you, people tend to like give you too much advice, or when sometimes you just want to, just get it out and you just want people to listen and to be kind of motionless with you.
And your best friends, they live as well in Berlin or they are in different places?
No, they're a bit scattered
Mhm.
around. My best girlfriend is in Palermo, my home city,
Okay,
and uh, two of my best friends are in London, and yeah, now I'm making more friends here in Berlin.
I see.
I'm trying to spread my social life because I'm very introvert, so it takes me a while, but I need friends here.
And before you moved to Berlin, have you been in the city before or was it the first time when you moved there?
No, no, no. I had been many
You've
times.
been
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a party town, let's say. So if you want to have a good time, you just come here. Plus, from Frankfurt, it's quite easy to get here. I mean, it's 4 hours on a train, but
Mm,
you just, hop on the train and, you know, you have a nap and then you're in Berlin.
I see. All right. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Sandro. Next question is, what is something that not many people know about you?
Well, not enough people know about me is that I am a good drag queen sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know actually that um I'm a good cook, but some people know that. I don't know that I always feel like I'm 12 years old. Maybe I don't share that enough, but I'm a kid. Yeah.
And do you still perform sometimes as a drag queen?
Not as much as I would like to, but
Hmm.
I will.
I see. All right. Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, as you mentioned about being an actor, yeah. Actually, I was checking your profile and I could see some pictures of you acting. So tell me about your career as an actor, and also tell me when was the idea or the opportunity came up to you for you to start creating adult content?
So, acting started a while ago. Um, I might look very young, I hope. The mustache helps, but I'm 42, so I have some experience already. That started like when I finished high school. I've
Mm-hmm.
always been creative. So my father gave me a flyer for like a theater course, which I did, and then of course I fell in love. And I went to drama school then for a couple of years, and then I was part of a theater company in Palermo.
Right.
And then I decided to leave, go to Milan, and I was doing, both acting jobs and, retail or whatever. And then I halted it for a while because um, it was very, very, hard to survive just doing one thing. And now I do it when the project is worth it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like if I like the idea, if the money is good, as so that I don't have to struggle and give up my other job or whatever. Um, yeah, so that was it. And then, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, no, there's people who don't like sex, but many people like sex, right? And I've always been a little bit of an exhibitionist,
Mm-hmm.
and because I'm very shy and introverted, but in these occasions I can let myself go. So it's like a release kind of mechanism, and I was chatting with content creator, a very famous one.
Mm-hmm.
We're friends now, and I was like going. I was visiting Berlin. I was about to visit Berlin, and I was like, okay, why can I film with you? I would like to try that. So we did, and it was fun. And also, I saw the video, and I was like, oh, that doesn't look bad. So I decided to, to do it myself.
I
And now
see.
I have my, now it's only I mean, there's still studio content, but you can also do it in, self-managed platforms. So you create your content, you upload it, you decide who to work with, etc.
And do you post like in your platform? Do you post like every week? What is the
I post
frequency
at the moment, yeah, I post every week. I
every week?
post, I try to be, consistent. So I
Mm-hmm.
post, at the moment, I post every Friday. Probably if, in maybe in the future, I would try to post twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
I see. All right. Next question is, what's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal, like an animal that eats a lot, but lazy. Maybe a panda bear. I mean,
Mm,
my friends call me Micio, which in Italian means pussycat,
okay.
because I'm very feline.
Right.
But yeah, actually, I am like a fat lazy cat. Yeah, who likes to eat. Yeah, like a Garfield kind of thing.
What's your star sign or astrology?
I'm Virgo
Mm,
rising.
interesting. All right. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Sandro. Next question is, right, tell us something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
Well, I have something I'm very proud about is that I emancipated myself from all the Catholic upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
I freed myself from this sense of guilt that as an Italian you grow up with. And also I'm proud of having worked on my shyness, which at some point in my life was becoming almost crippling. So I worked on that, and also, I mean, I'm proud of my little achievement in my new career. Yeah.
Wow. It's interesting you saying that, Sandro, because talking to you, I can feel that you are a shy guy. You're very introvert. I can feel that. However, when I was looking of course, check your, your page, you come across a very confident person. And it makes sense because, as you said, when you are doing your content, when you are express yourself in a very open sexual way, I believe that, as you said, you find yourself. You don't, this shyness just goes away. It's
Yeah.
like a protection when you do your content, when you express yourself, when you're very
Yeah.
open about sex. And
It
it
is
makes
a
so
protection. And if you think about it, it's me choosing and editing myself, so
yeah.
showing the part that I'm confident about. So it's really, uh, polishing, Sandro, and Sandro is my alter ego name, and make it, this nicer persona. Yeah.
And when
It's
you
the same reason why I like drag, for example,
Mhm.
because you really create, you can put into a character what you would like to be, what you would like to look like socially and also, or as an entertainer.
What's your name of your drag queen? Do you have a name?
Yes, Melonella.
Melonella, I like it. Tell me
It's
what.
nice because people think, so Melonella is of course a cute name, and my
Uh-huh.
character is very cute and also shy up to
Yeah,
a point.
charming. It's
But
charming.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the Melonella is the moth of a caterpillar, and this moth lives in the bottom of the beehives and
Mhm.
feeds on the leftovers. So I like this kind of dark dimension that sometimes I like to throw on stage.
If I would ask Melonella to define, what's the best part of Sandro, what Melonella would say? What Melonella would say? Okay, what's the best thing about being Sandro?
I love how you said Sandro with the Brazilian accent. Um, I think it would be kindness because it's something I am. This is actually something I'm very proud of. I I'm trying to live my life with as much kindness as I can, and yeah, so
See,
that would be like a trait that Melonella would appreciate probably.
amazing. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Next question. Yes, you can always dance with me. Next question is talking about kindness. Yeah, let's say if you meet someone sad in the streets, yeah, someone that you never met before, what would be your approach or your advice for this person?
Well, I feel like I'm not really the right person to give advice, but I would definitely share a smile. I would like, make that person feel like not disturbing or disgusting,
Mm-hmm.
and just, give some nice energy. I'm not qualified in any way to give advice
Yeah,
to
when I say advice, to me like a kind word or approach or something.
Yeah, I think I would smile and, try
Uh-huh.
to send like good vibes.
Did it ever happen to you to meet someone feeling sad or crying? Did it ever happen to you or not? Like to see someone on the street?
I mean, yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
try, but there's so many. Um, I have to say, here in Berlin, there's a like, I mean, it happens in all the big cities. There you see a lot of people who are very like drawn down by life or by the problems they have. And in Frankfurt, there's a lot of those, I have to say. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, tell me, let's talk about Berlin. Tell me, since you've been there, what's the biggest joy of living in Berlin? What do you find the most, the biggest joy of it? And the other part of the question is, Tell me something about the city that you're not expecting, or something that you feel like, I wasn't expecting that about the city since I arrived here.
Well, things that I like is that give me joy is the big queer community that you find
Mhm.
here. It's big, it's colorful, it's like I like it. I like here, I mean, at the moment I'm living in Schöneberg, which is like the gay district.
Okay.
And I find it like there's so many kind of gay people, but not only queer people, but there's also like, you know, the old guard, like, and you see the guy on a Tuesday afternoon drinking coffee in full leather at the
Wow.
cafe. Like I love that. And I don't know, what I didn't expect is that people are a bit dry.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a little bit of dryness here, especially from the German, because they must probably be saturated with the you know the non-German people who live here. But yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But my motto is win them with kindness, kill them with kindness. So, like after 3 months that I kept smiling to the lady at the supermarket, now sometimes she smiles back. Yeah,
You're gonna get there. One day she's gonna
I
come to you.
will. I
She
don't care.
smile before than you do. And she's gonna come to you. Oh my God, you haven't smiled to me today. She's gonna tell you that one day. Tell me
Yeah.
something. Live in Berlin. Do you speak German or not?
Ein bisschen, a little bit. Yeah, I had
Right.
to learn. I actually, yeah, I learned in so I did a course, of course,
Uh-huh.
and then in Frankfurt, I worked in a cafe. And
Right.
although in Frankfurt, so here in Berlin, you can survive without speaking a word of German.
You can
In
speak just English.
Yeah, in Frankfurt, people still know English, but
Mm-hmm.
life goes on in German. So I had to learn, and I was thrown, you know, like um, just from the beginning into the work. And first I could, you know, say hello and take the orders. Then I could have a conversation about coffee. Now I can have a conversation about few things, you know, and I could survive on my own. I'm not fluent yet.
Right. So tell me, in Berlin, since you've been there, what's besides the German, of course, what's the biggest nationality that you've seen there? Like Italians, Brazilians, what's the biggest one so far that you realize that are living in Berlin right now?
Well, of course, there's a lot of Middle Eastern people here because, you know, Germany helped a lot and opened the borders, so a lot of people came. And there's a lot of Greek people too. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, Italians, we are everywhere. We are colonizing the world, so wherever you go, there's Italian. Um, Yeah, also French people, you know, because French people usually don't go to like the UK, you know. If they have to move, they will probably come here. Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, next question is, what bad habit wish you could stop?
What bad habit I wish I could stop. That's a good one. There's many. I'm just gonna say maybe um eat processed food.
I
Yeah.
see.
I do.
Italian eating processed food. I cannot
I
believe.
know. I mean, my salami, I'm actually trying to go vegan now.
Okay,
You know,
good.
after the 25th documentary that says how bad it is, you either do something or you stop watching those documentaries. So I'm trying, as in, yeah. If there's no option, no vegan option, I won't starve. But if I can choose, I will choose vegan.
Oh, amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Yes. Before the next question, tell me something. Creating good content. Tell me a situation or a moment that you're never gonna forget. For any reason, it's gonna be in your mind always. Could be something funny, something went wrong. And the second part of the question is, if you could choose anyone for a collaboration, yeah, which person that would be?
Oh, I have the answer already. But first part of the question, well, and this is where I realized, oh, this is actually kind of a job. So you have to be quick to adapt, and respond. I was invited, I was put in contact by a friend to a content creator. Um, he lives here in Germany. He's Spanish. And he was like here for the weekend to film. And he was very nice. He likes to also film with newbies. And so he asked me if I wanted to film with him in the evening, and if I wanted to be bottom for him in a scene. So I said yes, of course. I spent the whole day preparing mentally and physically. But then I went there and he looked at me and was like, "Oh no, no. I'm changing it because I wanted to be like a top leather master." So that was like, oh, okay. So there's also the surprise element here. And so I had to just do a little mental switch.
Interesting.
Then I did, and the scene was actually amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
And the second part of the question, which person, if you could choose?
right. Well, I've always had a crush for Drew Sebastian. Yes. Yeah, he's a good one, right? And so Drew, please, if you're ever in Berlin, contact me, hit me up.
Wow.
Uh,
And where he's from? Where does he
I
live?
think he's American. He's in the States, and I think he lives in Los Angeles, maybe.
I
I
see.
don't know. I mean, I don't know him that much. I know his work, and it's never disappointing.
Right. So
So,
hopefully this interview gonna get to him somehow, and you never know,
yeah.
gonna get a call. If he calls you because of this interview, you need to
I
send me
will,
like a private scene, okay, just for me.
of course, yes. Just a blooper. I'll send
Teaser.
you the bloopers.
Right. Next question is: describe yourself in one positive word and one negative word only.
Well, one positive word would be, can I use kind again? Does
Yes, of
that
course. It's come
I
to
like
mind.
it? And negative word would be overthinker.
Mm,
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm the the self-saboteur. Yeah,
It's interesting how can happen to us, isn't it? I will tell the same as well. It's
yeah,
something about overthinking that's, if I can control, if I wake up in the middle of the night for some reason and I start thinking, that's it. It actually happened to me last night. I wake
yeah,
up like quite early and I was like, oh no, I could stay in bed another 2 hours, but I was already like, my head
yeah.
was
The brain
thinking.
was going. Yeah, that's why I like I'm in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
Mm, my boyfriend Tony, he's the reason actually why I moved from London to Frankfurt.
I see.
So, and we are so different. He's really like super impulsive and he has a thought and he's already doing it. And so that's kind of helps me and gives me like balance. Sometimes it really like pulls my legs and makes me do stuff that I would be, thinking about for
Thinking.
ages.
He's Italian as well?
Descendant. He's American,
I see.
but from both parents.
Mm,
So both parents, so his grandparents from both sides were Italian, and they moved to the States. And then, yeah, but he moved to Frankfurt when he was 18. Yeah, so he spent quite a long time there.
I see. Sandro, do you think you can put some lights on? It's quite dark in behind or not? Do you think you have some light?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, perfect.
Well, it's funny because this is an automatic light.
Yeah,
This went on this very bright
I
moment.
know. I know. The
Yeah,
only
I
thing
didn't do anything. Like
I know, I was like, oh
you
my
know
god, he
that
just moved and the lights went on.
you
But
summoned it. You're a
the only,
witch.
The only bad thing is because I'm not gonna see your eyes like was shiny or beautiful eyes. Now it's
Okay,
dark,
thank you.
but it's okay. It's okay. Two questions left. Let's do it. All right. Next question for you is: what do you consider most romantic?
Oh, the most romantic. Well, I mean, whatever involves food, I have to say. Yeah. And music. I'm um if you choose the right music to, to express your romanticism to me, then you can really hit the spot.
Growing up as a gay boy back in Italy, for you was quite complicated. It was easy. Did you have the support of your family? Walk me through a little bit about your experience.
Well, I didn't have support of my family until I came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of those situations where you wouldn't know how your family would react. Of course, then they were super supportive, but it took me a while. Also because that, Catholic upbringing. And I was really not fine with it until maybe 18 years old,
Mm-hmm.
19 years old. I was feeling like really, really bad, and I was hoping to change somehow. And then at some point, I met the right person and I had my gay explosion, and it was glitter everywhere, and, gay, 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 gay. From that moment on, it was actually quite good. Like, paradoxically, back in the day, so let's say 20 years ago, there was like a good gay scene in Palermo growing,
Mm-hmm.
which now is like doesn't exist anymore. Um, but there was some nice people, or there were nice people around, colorful, supportive people. And it wasn't one of those situations where, yeah, like you're the only one and you don't know what to do, who to be compared with. And yeah, and then also, I still have my friends that I met when I did my coming out. So the first few, the first gay people that you meet, they're still in my life somehow. So I have to say it wasn't a big problem. Of course, then the city grew a little small.
Right.
Yeah. Also being gay, being like having artistic velleity, let's say. Um, yeah, that didn't make it easy. So yeah, then I had to leave.
Right.
Eventually it had to happen.
Can we do the last question? Let's do it. Last one. Right. So before the last question, for you as an actor, yeah, did you always have like an idol, someone that you always, appreciate regarding your career, someone that you always follow their path in acting?
Well, I mean, not really. When I was young, when I started, I mean, there was like my teachers or my maestro, the head of the drama school I went to. And then now that I'm older, I can see, I can appreciate more, I think, other people's talent.
Yeah,
So I don't know, there's people like Olivia Colman,
I
Viola
love it.
Davis. They give you goosebumps, whatever they do. Maggie Smith or Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen. Like they really, you can really learn from them, like just watching a film. Yeah.
Have you seen the favorite of
Yeah.
Olivia? Oh my
Yes.
God, when she won the Oscar Best Actress, I watched like 200 times. It was so
She's
beautiful. It was so beautiful. She's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love her in The Crown too.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Amazing. Last question is, what three things do you want to be remembered for?
Well, honestly, I don't care. I won't be here. So, I won't be here. I don't think I want people to like me now. I
Hmm.
want to be surrounded by people I like and people who like me now. And then if they're gonna bitch about me when I'm dead, I don't I don't care, honestly. But if I had to say something, I would like to, just generally people having a good time with me, remembering that. Or good
Amazing.
sex.
With a pink mustache.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money.
Holidays.
Fear.
Fear, dancer in the dark.
Family.
Food.
Life.
Fun.
Love.
Trust.
Sex.
Friendship.
Interesting. Religion.
Uh, Superstition.
Politics.
Um, 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 Anger.
Friendship. Oh, sorry. I'll repeat again. Desire.
Life.
Friendship.
Um, um, Tranquility.
Okay. Regrets.
Um, um, Bitterness.
Okay. Success.
Happiness.
And one word for happiness.
One word for happiness. I would say success.
Of course.
Yeah, but
Which.
hmm?
Sorry, carry on. Sorry. Yeah,
No, I
carry on.
mean in the meaning, in the sense that in whatever you want to succeed, I'm not saying success as money or whatever, but whatever your goal is, and you succeed, that's where you really feel happiness.
Success is very personal, I believe. Success can
Yeah.
be way earlier than usual, or start being a vegan. Could be anything.
Yes.
One word for wish.
For
Wish.
Genie.
I'm a genie in the bottle. Dun, dun, dun. One word for Palermo.
Pane camiebusa, which is a sandwich with spleen. I know it's
Interesting.
not vegan, but it's first thing that came to my mind.
Don't tell anyone. Italy. One word.
Um, I was gonna say a word that I don't want to say. I'm gonna say beauty.
Okay. One word for Berlin.
Queerness.
One word for adult content creator.
Fun.
I like the way it said fun.
Fun. So far.
What's the name again of your drag name?
Melonella.
One word for Melonella.
Pink.
Interesting. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your boyfriend for a coffee and I'm going to ask him, what is the most beautiful thing about Sandro? What he would say?
Open-minded. Yeah.
And something that he still needs to work on, to improve on, what your boyfriend would say.
Lazy.
I knew you'd say that. I knew it.
Or variations of that.
Let's
Maybe
play
he
now.
won't use that word, but
Let's play now. Sandro and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Before you ask me the question, pizza or pasta?
pasta.
And what's your favorite German word so far?
Eifersüchtig.
which
It
means?
means jealous.
Say again.
Eifersüchtig.
Eiferjustice.
Yeah, close. Yeah. I don't like the meaning, but I like the sound of it.
It's very interesting, actually. I like it. It's very unique sound. I would never
Yeah.
say. Right, you can ask me a question now, Sandro.
Okay. So it's a silly question, but how do you think Brexit affected life?
Good question. You know what? I think until now, I still can't believe that it happens. Until now, it's it's out of the words. I think what's being London, for so many years, and Brexit happening. I think I feel like a lot of people they left London. I feel like a lot of people they enjoy their lives here, and I think all came of the COVID as well. So I think everything, just literally give a big impact in not just I would say more in London, because in London, as you know, it's a very multicultural place. People, you see people from everywhere. You still see people. However, since I've been here during the Brexit, a lot of friends, a lot of people, they decide to go back to their home because they didn't find any more a reason to be here. Also, what I find very strange is when I meet people from from Italy or friends from around Europe, and they go like, "Oh, I need to to have a visa for this, a visa for that." It's so strange. It feels so strange to know that, because as it's being always feel free. You could travel, you could work, you could have a normal life as you always had in other country in Europe. So it feels really different. I'm not 100% adapted to this new, way of living. So I think it's quite sad, because somehow the color of London. There was something about it before that was still here, and now
Melting pot was so
yes, absolutely, absolutely. People, I think
rich.
even people they were happier. I think even though people they still here, they still live here. However, you see that they always make a comment that's not the same as before, and it made more complicated as well. Not just for other people from other countries, but also for people here as well. I have English friends that they go like, "My God, it's something here not right." So I think that sadness. It happened, and brought that to to still some people they still living. I still know people that they are just like for a while, and they go back because they don't find any reason to be here anymore. So I
Yeah.
think it's quite sad that it happened. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you
I know.
enjoy the interview?
I did, yes. It's fun.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for
You're
being so.
welcome.
The first time when I approached you, straight away said yes, let's do it, and we just made memories right now. Amazing, very good.
Yes, exactly. Something nice to talk about and tell
Absolutely.
grandkids.
Thanks for bringing your
Someone's grandkids. Yeah.
never know. Thanks for bringing your pink mustache to the show to bring more color to the show.
Yes,
Before you
yes.
go, Sandra, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, life is too short to be an asshole. Don't
Well,
do that. It's
well,
really, it's like, I might have been an, I was like a goth kid at some point. I was like against everything and everyone, but it's really more rewarding to be, I'm not saying happy. Who's happy nowadays? But to try and be, at least in a good mood.
amazing.
Yeah.
Grazie. Grazie.
Prego.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Regards to your boyfriend, your friends, and you keep in touch, okay? Thanks so much.
Ok.
Okay,
Ciao
Sandra.
bello. Ciao
Bye.
ciao. Ciao.
Ciao. Ciao. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.